Welcome to Auroraboro, a small town bustling with potential. Are you a gregarious ghoulie getting into government? A naughty necromancer in need of some nasty nightlife? A wayward werewolf wandering the west? Whatever you are, whoever you're looking for, you'll find it down the rural roads of Auroraboro.
Hello, and welcome to Outlaws and Old Ones. I am your... Always forget the fucking blasts. I am your keeper, Jorge.
I am Shannon as Remy McSquemmy.
I'm Taylor as Conrad Hearty.
I'm Brian as Robin Renard.
And I'm John as the world-famous P.T. Sinclair.
And in this very special intro, we are actually re-recording our lost intro from episode 1. If you are a fan of the show, you may have already seen it live. Otherwise, it's gone completely. If you're not, you're probably listening on the podcast. So we are now, this is us releasing the podcast version of the show that you know and love on Twitch. Except we're gonna cut it down a little bit, make it a little bit more nimble. Taylor's added a lot of cool effects and sounds, I assume.
So many car horns, just all over the place.
You can tell what decade you're in by how the car horns sound. It's important. So yes, that is Outlaws and Old Ones. We are going to be doing this completely improvised. This intro, not just this intro, but the whole show. Go check out the Twitch stream. We talk about a lot of stuff there. And I don't think that there's anything else you really need to know going in. It's Call of Cthulhu. You'll figure it out. It'll be fun. We start out in the town of Auroraboro. It's a small little sleepy town. We're talking like a market, right? Like a general store. We're talking like the diner that everybody goes to, you know?
If I were to pick a number of horses, it would be one horse. A one-horse town.
Yeah, little town where life slows down, you know.
On its way to its second horse, though. They're
on the up and up.
They're in talks to get a second
Very
horse.
scary second horse.
I mean, you'd be surprised how pretty much any business you want does exist in there, regardless of how small the town is.
It's just surprisingly industrious while also being quaint and small.
We see all this is the 1930 somethings. So everybody's got pretty much the same car, and we see a particular little black car on its way to the town of Auroraboro. You can see that it has been driving through the general like Midwest area, right? Lots of mountains in the background. That whole vibe, you know what I'm talking. I'm on the East Coast, so I don't actually know what it's like out there.
You're just describing the Ohio Turnpike now.
Can't stress enough that Midwest is it's like Ohio. And
the Midwest is Ohio, then the West, the further west than that.
Yeah, like just the West.
You mean all the way west, but in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, like the Rockies.
Why did they not call that the Midwest?
I feel like at the time they were coming up with the term, that was the middle. You know,
like, dude, when the Louisiana Purchase, is that like the
Brainbuster? Anyways, the car arrives just outside of Auroraboro in front of what is clearly the only little motel. And if we're talking, this is not a hotel. This is a one-story motel where all the room doors face outside. This becomes an issue of contention later. So we'll reiterate now. The car comes to a stop, and I'll let you all decide which order you step out of the car in and introduce both yourselves and your character.
I'll
introduce ourselves.
I'll step out first. I'm Brian, if you didn't know that already from me saying, hi, I'm Brian. And my character is Robin Renard. Robin Renard steps out of the car. He is a big, tall, I can't stress this enough because I don't stress it enough normally, a big, tall, thick, like just like cords of muscle sort of type guy, right? He is, he's got some gray hair going, feeling a little bit like Logan in Logan, sort of that Hugh Jackman, like weathered, kind of browbeaten sort of look. He's
Leathered
He
and leathered.
Currently wearing just a black suit jacket and black pants with a white shirt under it, kind of unbuttoned, but gives you a little bit of that like weird kind of carny vibe because he is an ex-ringmaster and former circus performer. So he's spent a lot of these years now investigating paranormal stuff and getting more serious in his ways, but you can still tell the little bit of that twinkle in his eye of that mischief of being a sort of ringmaster character.
You know, I've never asked, but does Robin Renard have tattoos? When you give the full description, it kind of seems like he should have at least like some arm tattoos sticking out from under his suit.
Well,
Like,
I was
that's
gonna
the
say
carny vibe.
arm tattoos, they're covered by his suit jacket and shirt, so
You'll just
Hey,
have to
we'll
find
find
that
out.
naked lady on the
Yeah.
anchor later.
mhm.
Yeah, maybe it's like when you're trying to scope out a bad guy and you see them like lift up and the sleeve
And
comes down a
yeah,
little bit, and you
the-
see the tattoo, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, but he steps out and he kind of like he shakes off the road rust and is just like matter of factly starts to head towards the office.
What seat were you in?
I was in the front passenger seat, I believe.
Okay.
That sounds right.
The rear left-hand door swings open and out falls P.T. Sinclair.
How badly falls?
Falls like he falls to his knees out, like it's not a full like tumble out, but like he's over dramatizing it. It's
Being dramatic. Okay.
I never want to be in a car ever again. I want my car back eventually, but I never want to be in this car ever again. I'm sick. I feel sick. I'm upset. I was crammed in the back, even though I made it very clear that I get car sick. These were ill conditions for P.T. Sinclair, and I need to lay down.
And while you're trying to run out the clock, what does P.T. Sinclair look like?
P.T. Sinclair is an 85-year-old shyster. He is an old man. He is a snake oil salesman. He always wears very fine suits, very fine tailored suits, that usually have some sort of silver or gilded lining to them. He takes great pride in the way that he looks. And you can usually hear him jingling with glass bottles, as he's always trying to make a sale, you know?
This is for later reference, but I always picture him in a suit by the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Look up that when you have a chance, and that's exactly what I see when he describes his suits.
Yeah, and I will remind everybody that these two characters are actually old enough to have been alive during the final days of the Wild West.
Yes, PT is very
Explains
much
some
a
of the
old
holdover
guys.
from the Wild West. He used to have a
Frontier.
horse-drawn carriage, like with his name on the side, out of which he sold his wares. That has now been upgraded to a
Nothing.
real car. But that car has been left on the East Coast, and we're on the West Coast now. So yeah,
We'll slowly find out.
PT
Who
stumbles
is
out.
next?
Oh, that's all right there, Mr. Sinclair. I'm so sorry about that car sickness. You know, a good old back rub is always what my dear old ma used to give me whenever I was feeling a little bit of the woozies. That's what we referred to as motion sickness. Of course, it wasn't car sickness at the time, you know, not having cars and all. Those are a new thing. But you understand my point. Conrad Hearty gets out of what is clearly the middle seat and begins to rub P.T. Sinclair on the back. Conrad Hearty is a large man. He is in a dark brown suit, a thin pencil mustache, and slicked back black hair. Before he was in his current line of work, which doesn't really have a name, just sort of taking jobs where he can find them, he used to be a U.S. Marshal in the Hoover FBI. Nope, that's not right. He was a U.S. Marshal, not a
U.S.
the
Marshal.
FBI.
That's it.
He was a U.S. Marshal. However, due to a couple of insinuation as to his conduct and character, he was disgraced and fired from the force. Since then, he has taken a great interest in poetry, which he is convinced is a good idea. So
No one has told him no yet.
Steps out of the car and just begins to give a good old rub-a-dub to the back of Mr. Sinclair.
For the record, we specifically make it 1930 some and not a specific year, so we don't have to worry about quite as many anachronisms. So it is 1930s is actually when Hoover started the FBI. So kind of ambiguous whether that's been started yet or not. Nice. Remy.
Shannon here. Remy McSquemmy, the owner of the not at all too small and cramped vehicle in which they have arrived.
I love the specification.
Yeah,
I love the specification that Conrad was in the middle seat.
Didn't need to be
When
there. There's
there were
four people. No need for anyone to be in the
I,
middle seat.
I assumed Jorge was driving for whatever reason, so I thought we were all in the back seat together, so I wanted to claim that middle seat.
The narrator's
man.
really driving
It's
this
metaphorical.
Really?
Taylor, I was literally going to ask you if you're in the middle seat because I kept putting Shannon also in the back for some reason. I don't know who I thought was driving. I knew that she was also driving is the thing. I kept miscounting. I don't know what happened.
You miscounted.
I put you in 2 spots.
Remy McSquemmy, everyone else having now left the vehicle, both hands on her steering wheel, just okay. Goes to open the door, exits her black, same as everybody else's car in the world at this time. Car.
It's a Ford, right? Like
The Ford car.
The Model T.
Like a Hudson.
Was
or
it still a
something?
Model
Probably
T
a
in the
Hudson,
30s?
so no.
They had more than
Model
that.
T was like 1912 or something.
Right.
And she's wearing regular jeans. Women could wear jeans in the 1930 whatever.
It is 1930s.
Yeah.
They got-
Cannon Auroraboro.
Wearing jeans, a white t-shirt that probably has some grease stains on it, and a black leather jacket.
There we go.
She pulls a flask from said jacket and takes a swig. Remy is a woman who appears very attractive from the back, and then she turns around and you're kind of like, oh, she spends a lot of time indoors and with her face pressed into some grease and near hot engines. So she's just
She's a burned face from the
okay,
back.
that's not what I meant.
No
but
eyebrows.
And she turns and you go, oh my God.
One
Full
eyebrow half
third-degree
singed off, I
burns
guess.
all over.
Ghoulish.
Not ghoulish, just like, oh, okay. Yeah. You know, you think she's like a 9 or a 10 from the back, and then you're like, you're like 55 out of 100 caliber kind of
Oh my
woman.
God.
And Remy sighs to herself again, closes her eyes, and follows the men into the motel.
I assume the men are going into the motel then.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going into the office.
Rubbing P.T. Sinclair's back the entire
Please,
way.
I don't.
Oh no, you don't have to mention it. No,
No.
seriously, there's no problem.
No,
I would do
I-
it for anybody.
My
truly.
friend, I appreciate the thought, but we've now spent a very long time in a very confined space, closer to me than you had to be. By the way, we didn't have to.
I
be
was trying
stuffed
to
like sardines
stabilize
back
your
in there.
movement. You
No,
know, if you
that's great.
stabilize the
Love-
movement.
love
there's
the
less,
thought.
churning up.
I
It's less like
appreciate
butter and more like a
the-
glass of water.
The thought, but I really just want to be just a little bit of maybe like 3 or 4 feet of space from here on out. I think forever is good.
Okay,
Yep.
well, suit yourself there.
Y'all enter the lobby of the motel, and it is the classic, like the desk where there's the receptionist and like all the key cubby holes behind.
Is there a
Hello
receptionist there?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a teenage girl sitting behind the desk.
Oh boy.
Hello, Miss.
Step
up. Yeah.
Do you have any special rooms for celebrity?
No.
We just want.
Okay.
I
Do you have a presidential suite, or perhaps a vice presidential suite, or Speaker
Secretary
of the
of State
House
suite.
suite? I can go through the whole line of succession if you want me to. Just
I
any
mean-
sort of primo spot would be good. For me,
I mean,
P.T. Sinclair, the world famous. You know.
son of a bitch, John. We're
No.
so normally here we would roll fame so that we know whether or not it's the person knows P.T. Sinclair or not. We're gonna skip it because John's not supposed to be making our lives more difficult here.
Bad faith.
And I'm gonna assume that she does not know you. So she's like, no, I don't know who you are.
We'll just take a couple.
You're
of
being
rooms.
coy, but it's fine. Just your nicest room, please.
I'll just take a regular one, please. Nothing special. Just a plain old room.
They're all
away from these lovely humans.
They're all the same.
And we,
So,
I'm so sorry to ask. Are there enough rooms for all of us to have a single here?
No.
I call my own room, please.
Yeah.
I have feminine needs. I kind of need some space of my own. Sorry, friends.
If we have to bunk together, I would prefer to room with my good old pal Robert.
Well, I'm glad it's decided then. I'll take what I assume to be the last room, the third room. Is that correct?
Robin is just standing there, just 3 rooms then.
I guess. And she starts turning around to like get the keys and paperwork ready.
Oh, it sure is a nice town around here. Is there anything for a newcomer to kind of get their fingers into, to get their toes wet, to finger or toe, to toe or finger anything in this town?
Got a good place to drink?
I was gonna say I was considering something to get our beaks wet instead of our toes or feet.
Beaks,
you
fingers,
creep.
toes,
I mean, I guess the hootenanny kind of fulfills all of those needs.
Hootenanny?
Hootenanny.
Ooh, did you say us having the nanny?
I kind of look around. I'm like, I realize was this small of a town? Where's this hootenanny going on?
Is that like a shindig?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's
A soiree,
They're-
if you will.
Everybody's just getting together at old McDonald's farm, and they're gonna like dance and drink or something. I don't care.
Well, may
You
I say
seem-
you've been very helpful.
You
Thank
seem
you.
fun.
Robin gives her a very concerned, confused look when she talks. Just, all right. Well, thanks. Can we have our keys now, though?
Yeah. Can you just sign these pieces of paper?
With a
Just
vigor that would surprise a younger lady.
enough.
Signs the papers.
Everybody who signs the papers gets keys handed to them.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I do not ask for a spare, and I do not give one to P.T. Sinclair.
I'm trying to decide if P.T.
Fair.
Sinclair signs his name like with like beautiful flowery script or just with an X because he's worried about being traced.
I feel like it's like one of those, the thing that Lucidia font is based on. Like
Right.
just perfect. the kind of thing that should be done with a quill, but unfortunately is always ballpoint penned into the paper.
Yeah, I think
was
it's
thinking-
I was thinking flowery.
I was thinking the X so he doesn't give away an autograph for free. Like he's
Oh shit.
See, I was
Or
thinking
because people would just know who he was. Like, oh, who
Wow.
else does this? Only
my
So
God.
I feel like there's a fair compromise, just like SpongeBob, where he's,
Oh,
I'm
the
finally
very
ready, and I'm finally ready, and he does all these crazy flourishes, and it's just a perfect
X.
X
Yeah.
after like a full 30 seconds of.
I think it's canon. I think it's just a regular plain old X. I think that's canon. I think he does that to not give away autographs for free. I think that's absolutely what it is. Thank you for that.
I told everybody to be careful with not changing timelines. That is one of the few things you could have done where I'm like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't affect
There's-
anything.
We
you do.
I don't think that in the entire first season
Yeah,
I don't think I've asked for
ever
anybody's
talk about
signature for
autographs.
anything.
Yeah.
So, y'all have the information for the hootenanny, and everybody, I believe, immediately starts walking through town in that direction.
after I
Oh.
just drop our stuff off.
Yeah.
At the Motoro.
Settle in for a sec, splash some water.
And
Conrad's rather sweaty
I hang up my
from
suits.
the car.
Yeah, I'll change into a white T-shirt with slightly less grease stains on it.
Oh, I was gonna say Robin throws his bag into the room and unbuttons the top button and then walks out.
and that is the beginning of Outlaws and Old Ones. You enjoyed that at all? There are many many hours of content waiting for you. There are like monsters of all kinds. There's people shooting at each other, fights, people getting into dramatic drama scenes. There's like puzzles to solve, haunted mansions, ghosts, puppies, kittens. I'm not just joking about the last two. Those actually
they
are there
for real shoot characters.
There's teens, like teen drag racing,
Which you'll find out in the rest
very soon. That part comes up quick.
Yeah. We just didn't do there wasn't any like promo to this segment. This is nothing happened here. I can't help it.
Nothing happened here.
And we're back. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Hey, friends.
Hello.
We're
So-
back.
Everybody.
Like those dinosaurs. Everybody
Shut
is.
Oh my god.
They were back. Okay.
They were
They
back.
were back.
They were back. So y'all are
For a
walking
dinosaur story.
through the town
Yes.
and taking in the sights. And we're talking classic small town America. You see the diner. You see like the general store and shit. Most places are closed.
Thought he was going to say dinosaurs.
No, there's no dinosaurs in sight.
Yet.
Yet. You do see that most people have like put up the "gone for the night" closed signs, and there
What
are.
time is it?
It is the sun is setting, but there is like a gentle crowd of people making their way the same direction y'all are going. Over to
Oh, when in Rome, then. Am I right, everybody?
Oh, we're not in Rome.
Looks
But
like
when we are in Rome, as the saying goes.
all my fans are
What?
gathering that way, and I would like to be that way.
Yeah, let's keep following this
All
crowd,
right.
y'all. You guys.
great as the
Are we on like a main strip of sorts?
yeah you're like you're on like the main street.
Have we passed a pie
Nice.
shop?
It's not necessarily Main Street.
We passed a pie shop.
Have you passed a
Just
pie
the
shop?
Yeah.
main street.
Roll luck
Roll pie shop.
for a pie shop that is separate from the diner.
Roll sweets.
Oh, we didn't get look back.
We'll worry about it
We'll
another
worry-
time.
Green. Oh,
Rude.
looks like my luck ran out.
No,
No, you just
thus far, no pie shop in
Okay.
Auroraboro.
maybe
Oh,
the
one-
diner.
One
also
day we'll
sells
get that
pie.
roll, and we'll be able to get a pie shop.
I'll
pie
get
shop.
my pie if it's the last thing I do.
We'll rise
When
up
you
from the
really
ground.
know. That's when you really know a town's made it. When they've got a nice little pie shop there.
Amen.
So the closer you get to the barn, where you know that the square dancing party is happening, I don't want to call it a rave because it's not that. It's more of a-
30's equivalent to a rave.
yeah, it's like a hoedown, like a hootenanny, more so. The sun is
These are
setting,
accurate terms.
darkness is falling, and you can see like the crowd starts thickening as people are coming up on the barn. It's like a hopping good time. You hear a big old band playing.
I'm gonna start bopping my head a little
What
bit as
kind
we're
of
walking up.
instruments? What's the music? We're
You are
talking
not
about?
inside the barn yet, so you cannot see what the instruments are.
I have ears, Jorge.
All right, roll your musician skill.
I don't have that.
It looks like you don't know
Love
what
that
instruments.
musician skill.
Just
What are arts
listen.
and crafts by default?
Performance usually, I think.
I'll
Arts
give
and
you
crafts like 1.
5% chance that you know what instruments are playing.
Wow. How generous.
Nope.
So
Oh wait.
you're
Very
still
clearly here.
rolling.
Like a guitar and a.
Damn it.
but he doesn't
even-
know how to roll.
Not even
do it.
Nope.
You can tell it's music.
Hasn't even rolled yet.
That is it.
Fuck.
You can go over to
Oh,
the thing
that's
and click
still-
a T100.
That's not.
Like you can do that.
easy.
Come on.
Rolling.
Why is
There.
Conrad also
As
without
is
prompting,
Robin.
Everybody's rolling to find out if it's music or not.
Well, I was just
I'm
showing
not.
John.
I'm happy the way it is.
Yes, you are outside. You're with the crowd that is making their way into the barn.
Can we just follow along with the crowd here, kind of get into the barn and see what's going on?
Yeah.
Are there any people hanging out outside of the barn?
Oh yeah. There are plenty of people outside like smoking cigarettes or
Okay.
talking or drinking beers right in front of each other and staring at each other.
I finally figured out how to
Can you
roll, and
even
I
tell
rolled
that
just
it's
real
music,
bad.
dude?
He doesn't know.
So that everybody out there knows, PD Sinclair did roll a 99 when he needed under a 5. So it actually really just sounds like cacophony to you. There's no discernible music or
For a man my age, sounds accurate.
Mace, you can hear it. Yeah, like
yes. So you come up on the barn. I believe Conrad Hearty was more on track to get inside. So when you do get in, it is like a big open barn that has been repurposed for this purpose. They have set up a dance floor in the middle where people are doing the good old square dancing.
That's what it's called.
You
Good
know,
job.
dancing in a square.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
that thing.
You know how people do it.
Like contra dancing or something.
Yeah, there's a makeshift stage where there is a big band playing. By big band, I mean like a big band. Not
Like there are a lot
like
of
large
people.
band.
Oh, no, you mean like
style
a
of
big
like a
band
big
style.
band.
A
And,
big
Just
band.
a bunch of huge musicians.
Yes, they've also set up a bar where people are handing out drinks.
Sorry.
I go to the bar,
I
I
would
go
like to
there.
go to that bar.
making a beeline for the bar.
Chimes in, bar, please.
Is everyone going to the bar?
No.
Damn
No.
it.
PD Sinclair does not go to the bar. Does Robin go to the bar?
I'm absolutely going to the bar.
Okay, PT, what are you doing that isn't going to the bar?
PT follows the road less traveled, or whatever.
It goes into the crowd.
So away from the barn.
Bar or barn?
Barn.
Oh, I
barn?
thought we were all going
you
to.
all are going to the bar.
Okay.
You're good. I'm
Inside
not-
the barn.
Yes. This is
We're at the barn bar.
this is the
and you-
riverbank all over again.
I would like to go find. Is there an MC of sorts? Some person who's,
Like a
who's
host?
sort
A
of
1930s
hosting the
DJ?
night.
You can stand around and wait to see if one appears.
I would like to do that, but I'm standing around expectantly.
Like probably near the big band then.
Yes,
Past the
close
dance
to the
floor.
band, but like kind of towards the side of the stage.
Sure. Now everyone at the bar. Barra.
All right. Who?
Yes, the bar.
So just the one bartender?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he handsome?
He's handsome.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey, fella. What's your name?
Hey, what's up? Oh, shit. My name. Slim Jim.
Slim Jim. What an apt nickname.
Yeah, Slim Jim is taller than I expected and quite thin. You can see where he got his name from. He's wearing overalls and a straw hat.
Is he tall, dark, and slimmy?
Wow.
I would not call him dark. I'd
Lots
call
of
him
Jimmy.
tall, pale, and slim.
All
Jim.
right. Hey there, Slim Jim.
Oh, sorry, man. So sorry. It's Slim Jim. Slim
Jim.
Slim Jim.
What's happening?
Hey there, Slim Jim.
That's probably better.
Oh.
Got it. All right. I'll take 2 slim shots of whiskey.
Do you mean?
Just
Sorry,
regular.
man, do you
Just
want,
I'm,
like,
I'm
half
so
shots?
I'm so
Is that
sorry.
just
Just
one?
no. Just I'm
Thinner
sorry. I'm
glass of
sorry.
whiskey.
Please.
People do it all the
I
time.
haven't had my whiskey yet. I don't know. Two regulars.
Sure
Please.
thing, lady.
Like your morning coffee.
What about you two?
Oh, I'd like a glass of your finest beer, please. Whatever you have right now, either through the ladle or through the tap.
We have only one beer, sir.
Oh, that's perfect. That's all the beer I'd like.
Robin just goes shot in a beer.
Shot and a beer. Cool. Little best of both worlds. I like it.
Sure.
Cool.
I kind of
Cool.
I just give him an eye when he says that to me. Just
Great. He goes to start preparing your drinks. The song that the big band is playing comes to an end, and a man comes to the microphone.
oh.
And he's like, hey,
Oh my God, it's the Fonz!
What's up?
Henry Winkler is in Auroraboro.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
But welcome to the annual McDonald Hootenanny. I'm your host, Scratchy Tom.
Everyone
What
starts
kind of
clapping.
town is this?
Thank you.
Everybody
I'm
starts
definitely
clapping.
clapping.
Oh, yeah, Scratchy
I
Tom.
was gonna be really worried if you guys didn't clap. That was gonna be really rough for me.
I was.
He lights up another cigarette.
We love Scratchy
Of
Tom.
course. I take my shot and then.
Yes, I love
I
Scratchy
turned to
Tom
the
too.
bartender. I turned to the bartender and asked, like, "Oh, thank you for the beer, there, pal. Would that happen to be the mayor up there?"
Oh, that guy? No, he's that's just Scratchy Tom. Really,
Oh, he seems like a real character. Would you mind pointing me in the direction of the mayor?
the mayor of this town?
Yes, please.
Oh, he wouldn't be down at the Hootenanny.
Oh, well, that's a darn shame, right? You always think that your local politicians should be members of the community. I'm not gonna lie, it seems like a little bit of a failing on his part that he shows such disrespect for what everyone else in his community seems to like.
Well, I wouldn't I'd maybe keep your voice down a little bit. Probably.
I apologize. I just believe that people who believe that they are representing the rights of individuals should be the ones that are the most closest.
Come here. Would you just Hey, man, I feel you. I know. I would just maybe not say it super loud.
And why
Here.
would that be, Mr. Slim?
Just look, why don't you come find me at the diner tomorrow and maybe we can go for a little walk and talk about it, because it seems like you're new to town and that's probably something some people should enlighten you about before you get yourself into trouble.
Oh, I guess I do wear it on my sleeves there, and I certainly do appreciate you. Should I call you Mr. Slim or Mr. Jim?
Slim Jim. Or
Oh, okay, there's Slim Jim.
Or Slimbo. Sometimes
Alrighty,
my
Slimbo.
close friends.
Bo!
Oh, alrighty, Slimbo. You seem like a real solid fella there, and I really appreciate that about you. So I'll be sure to find you at that diner tomorrow. What time did you think? Would you have about a nice coffee in the morning?
I eat breakfast at 8 every day at the diner.
Sounds perfect. I'll make sure to be there at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Very rigorous schedule. What's Scratchy Tom saying?
Now that I'm up here, I'm realizing that it's I didn't really have much else to say besides I guess have
my
fun.
God.
Thank you for coming. Old McDonald likes it, He likes it when people come. I know he also, like the mayor, who we all love, right, does not come to the barn for the hootenannies, but he loves y'all, I guess, is what he told me. So have fun and enjoy this band.
I give a very
Yay!
confused applause, like very slow.
Yeah,
like,
woo. And he leaves the stage, and the band starts playing again.
Scratchy! Scratchy!
Are you calling his attention and not going over to him?
Scratchy! Mr. Tom!
Scratchy, who has been speaking to someone else, finally
I would
relents
like-
and turns to you and starts walking over. What about the other two at the bar?
Garçon!
I'm looking around for hotties. We got any hotties?
It's a mix. There are some. So there's no like supermodels here, but there
Yeah.
are some. Like, I mean, there's some good
Slim
looking
Jim
people.
was handsome.
Are there any cuties at the bar?
Slim Jim.
Muggos.
Both Slim
All right, I'll keep chatting
Jim.
to Slim Jim. Hey, Slimmy.
Yeah, what's up?
So what else is there to do around here? I'm assuming you don't have these hootenannies all the time. So what do you got? What do you young hotties do for fun?
That's a
me
character
also,
that I've already
me also a
established.
young hottie.
Well, what kind of stuff do you like? We do actually have hootenannies pretty often.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like fun.
Yep. Old McDonald, he just loves throwing up. So this is the annual Hootenanny, but we do have other Hootenannies.
Oh wow. Okay, but they're all called hootenannies.
Not all of them. We have some parties as well.
All in this barn?
Mostly in this. All over really.
So does McDonald like own this here barn? Sponsor these events? How's that work?
Did we lose them?
Anybody there?
I think we lost them.
I feel like I can hear.
Or did he only have it previously?
Oh?
Are you
Who's that?
Yep, right here.
I'm here.
all back?
Hello.
Right here.
Video's coming in. Just have
We're still in it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
There is no one here.
Can they hear us? Oh, you're just frozen. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Video's
Coming in
rough,
hot.
but audio's there.
Yes, we have, I'd say, a few popular venues around town
Okay.
where parties and hootenannies and hoedowns and other
Yeah, we heard
events.
about Old McDonald having a lot of hootenannies.
Yes. So here's the thing. Old McDonald actually had
A
the
Sadie
farm.
Hawkins, probably.
Sadie Hawkins? We do have those as well. No. What?
Oh! Come on!
God damn it.
Even.
You had it.
So what kind of fun are you looking for?
Whatever the young people are getting into. Anything a little risky, a little dangerous, maybe.
Well, I guess there's like a, okay, so there is a makeout point, and there are teens who nearby
Not going there.
they race cars and stuff, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, I just like to tend bar. I don't know anything about that.
I wouldn't know.
Wait.
Gives us all this information and may not know about that.
I don't know.
Sir, it's a small town, okay? I understand y'all are new, but
Glad to see what you think of small towns.
Yeah,
while,
good.
look, while people, you think I was actually not born here. I was much like you. I came from a big city where they called me Big Slim Jim, and I moved here, and now this is where I live, okay? So I'm sorry if I can't. You know what? Never mind. All good. We're all good. Yes, they race cars. I don't know much about it. Please don't drag me down into the dangerous world of car racing.
I'm sorry if my
So you're
friends
saying-
offended you, Slim Jim.
Yeah, clearly. I'm sorry if you got upset about
All
that.
good. Can I get everybody another drink?
Slimothy Jimothy.
Another
Two
shot of
more.
beer?
I'll take another one of your fine beers, please, sir.
Sure thing. They're not very fine, but the eyes have it.
But they are beer.
Oh, no, I don't want to hear that. You shouldn't disparage your own product. I've had a glass of this now, and I think it's a very fine beer.
Sir, do you think I own this beer?
No, I'm just saying that you as a salesman and purveyor of liqueurs shouldn't come down on your own product like that. Have some pride in what you do.
Okay. P.T. Sinclair with Scratchy Tom.
Sir, are you the MC tonight? It would appear that way.
Yep, that's me. I thought I was done talking for the night, but I see you have requested further assistance.
You were planning on not speaking at all anymore for the rest of the night
I was
at a hootenanny.
well, I mean you mean up there? Yeah, I was gonna talk up there, but then I was gonna just come drink alone, as I like to do.
Stand silently.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Well-
They keep hiring me to be the MC for these things, but I don't really like them, and they don't really like me, so I assume they're making fun of me, but I've never heard it either, so I don't really understand what's happening.
God.
As you know, I'm sure, am the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
Wall of Fame.
Do it.
And John with the fame roll again, complete failure.
Boo.
I I'm sure you're very famous in your circles. I don't know. Who
No,
you are.
no, I understand. It's tough. It's difficult being in the presence of fame, and it's a weird situation. You're like, is that really that? I don't know if that's that, but
Sir, I
it is
don't
me.
know who
I
you
promise.
are.
So what I'm saying to you now is that I would love to take over for you for a break as MC to get on stage and just announce that I'm here and that I'll be here for a few days, and that if anyone is looking to buy some of my tonics or salves, I guess, because I said that once.
Big on those salves.
You said it every time.
Then I will be here for them, and they can come to one of my shows.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll let you go up for me next time. But then you owe me one.
$1.
You owe me one.
One.
Come on.
One.
You know what I... No, wait. Not like that. I mean, you owe me
Scratchy Tom!
one. At some point in the future, I might need a favor. And you will have to oblige me.
Is he also English as a second language, Tom? I don't understand this accent.
Yes.
Yes.
He puts his hand out for you to shake it.
Oh,
I don't
come on, BT. Come on, BT. Don't you want to get up on stage?
Is
and
it
hawk your
weird to
product?
have a hard pivot to germaphobe for PT? Is that a weird?
That's weird, dude. He has touched
okay.
many people.
No, yeah, he gets down and dirty. All right, that's fine.
a lot of damage, dude?
All right, I shake his hand.
It was very
Reluctantly, for sure.
Excellent.
Why? Why
The stage is all yours.
Did he turn into Snape?
Yeah,
Alan
Mr. Sinclair.
Go to the stage.
Am I going?
I
Am
should
I
have used
now-
Mr. Sinclair's way more. You're absolutely right.
Is it my time?
No, you're waiting for the band to stop playing the next
Is
song.
it my time?
Is
Back at the bar, in particular, Conrad Hearty.
I'd like another one of your fine ales or lagers or beer-flavored beer.
It's just
Cool, man. I got you two
Both
this
of
time.
those historically beer flavored beer.
Yes. Here's
Now
two.
see, that's the sort of service that I think you should pride yourself in, Mr. Slim Jim Slimbo. I think that's excellent. Thank you so much for that second beer. There's something
No problem.
special for you at the end of the night, let me tell you, and it's a tip. It's a big old tip. I'm sorry, I'm not a terribly subtle
no,
man.
Awesome. Yeah, I gave you multiple names so you wouldn't call me Mister, but that's so cool. Yep, I will take the tip.
Well, I certainly do.
I'm super happy.
Beer and Slimbo and Slim and Jim.
Great.
I'm a little lost. You've given me a couple of names. As you
give me too many names.
Slim Jim.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Slim Jim. I appreciate
Slim.
you.
Sometimes
Okay,
Slimbo.
now we're doing it again. We're going through the several names again. This was the issue that I just told you
I like
that
to
I
give
had.
options. I like to give options.
Okay, then I choose Mr. Slim and Jim. Thank you.
Mr. Slim and Jim.
Yep. Okay. Super cool. No, we're good. We're all good.
That's super cool. Rob,
Conrad's gonna look around really quick and see what other. Can you describe to me like what sort of people are here? Is there anyone that seems to be like surrounded by several people? Is there anyone who seems to be particularly important?
I will say it is somewhat of an eclectic mix. You have your like more farmery types, like Slim Jim, who have like overalls and plaid and like kind of dirty and like the fun hats. You also have your more like city like it does strike you as a little strange that there are above average number of people in suits that are there, like who dress more formally and not like they're farmers.
Okay. And then like where are we in the party? Are things winding down? Are we in full swing? Like give me beginning, middle, end. Where are we?
We're still in
party?
full swing. Y'all arrived when the formal party was starting, right? Because everybody was closing up their shops for the night, and then everybody was heading over, and so now you're in the full swing of things.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna find someone who's got a particularly large group around them.
Okay.
Is
so
there
you're,
such a person?
yes, you're looking for a group gathering, and you notice on the dance floor, a crowd has gathered in the center. You can't see what they're all looking at.
I'm gonna walk directly into the middle of that crowd.
Yes. Robin and Remy, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna turn to Robin. Hey, Robin, I got a question for you, and it's probably a stupid question, but I feel like I need to ask.
No such thing as stupid questions except for what PT asks.
Facts. Very true. Very fair. Is it a bad idea if I go race teenagers in my car? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? I'm at the 4 whiskey mark. I'm past making the decisions well myself. I just need a little guidance.
I was gonna just go out for a cigarette for the taste, but I'm going to need it for the stress relief when I say you can take those little bastards. So I say go for it.
Yeah?
The hootenanny.
You want to
They're
come with
probably all
me?
4 whiskey deeps. Yeah, sure. I'm
All right.
gonna grab a cigarette and then head out.
Hell yeah.
So you want to go to where the kids are racing
I want to go
cars.
race the kids.
Okay, so we'll say that Slim Jim told you who you can speak to about it, and they are currently at this hootenanny.
Okay, cool. Then I will.
We're gonna go approach them.
I will go talk to them.
Okay, how do you go about finding?
So did Slim Jim give me a description or a name?
Gave you a description and a name.
Cool. I turned to Slim Jim, who I presume is still right next to me, right?
Hey,
Hey, Slim. Hey, Slimmy.
It's
Can
me.
you do me a huge favor, bud? Can you point me to the person you said to talk to about the car racing and the fun times?
oh yeah, he's right there in that crowd circling around the middle of the dance floor.
Cool. I'm gonna go to that crowd circling around the middle of the dance floor. I'm gonna I'm assuming everybody's kind of dancing, right?
Yeah, square dancing.
Like casual
Would you
square
normally
dancing,
walk?
or like
No, there's a
everyone is
combination.
doing the same thing at one
There
time.
is
and
a
facing the one
separate
direction
portion of
kinda
people who
deal.
are formally square dancing, and then a lot of people just dancing normally.
Okay. So are they in the just dancing normally party?
Yes,
I'm
they're
gonna-
in the fun, more chaotic section.
I'm gonna go dance casually over there.
Fat bastard.
Remy McSquemmy didn't have a father around to teach her how to dance.
Oh no!
PT Sinclair.
Is it?
Is it
And
my
the
son?
song ends, and there's clear expectation that the band is looking over at Scratchy Tom, who you are next to, and he like motions over for you to go up on stage.
And I sidewalk on, fully front facing. Sidewalk on. Hello, all you lovely people. I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes. It is I, the world famous PT Sinclair.
Why is this the only thing we roll in this game? Do a hard roll for fame.
85 fame rolls and like 1 persuasion check, and that's it.
Fucking.
That's it.
Oh no, that's
Ooh.
close.
You want to use some luck?
You can use some luck.
Feeling lucky?
Nah, because we've got
But
a
you
lot of
gotta-
time to win these people over, I think.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's abject silence from the crowd and like a cough.
You don't seem excited, and I get you want to get back to the music. You're not here to talk about fixing your acne or fixing your overeating habits.
I'm gonna like whisper in the crowd. Oh my God, is that PT Sinclair, the famous purveyor of elixirs and salves?
I'm gonna do one of those like those whistles. you know.
Yes, thank you. I would just like to take over for Scratchy
Scratchy Tom.
Stinky Poo. In order to tell you that I, the world famous P.T. Sinclair, will be in your town. And I look back to the band like, what's the town again?
They all just like shake their heads at you.
I will be here where we are now for a while.
Auroraboro!
You hear an anonymous voice get, "Oh, can you get out?"
I will. Can I get out of town? Am I serious? I'm dead serious. I will be here selling my wares, and you can buy them from me. Come talk to me whenever you want. I'm available. I have nothing else to do. I'm very old. Back to the music.
Immediately, I start clapping like loudly and enthusiastically.
Yes. That's
the town
energy.
is not enthusiastic, but they relent. They can't help but join in with the clapping. And so there's a slow, unenthusiastic clap that joins you.
They're too polite.
Just purely courteous.
Yeah,
Robin takes
it is
the
a courtesy.
time. Robin takes the time of nobody moving around to elbow his way closer to the crowd that had circled around in the middle.
Okay. As Robin and Remy are working their way into the crowd, Conrad Hearty has reached the edge of the crowd, where he can now see a very small man in a suit with a fedora, and he's going to town. He's very enthusiastically dancing. It's not like good, but he's doing like he's going for it. I mean, he's
putting his heart in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes he's like sitting down and like spinning around. Like people are like into it. Like the crowd has formed to watch him. They like it.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna yell loudly like, "Oh, now that's the sort of spirit we need. Can we get a little more dance in here?" And I immediately I go to the nearest woman to me, who is
making Jorge do mental gymnastics this whole time.
A woman's name. I only know fruits.
Her name is Bandana Jones.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Bandana Jones. May I have the honor, the absolute pleasure, in fact, of having this dance?
You absolutely may.
Thank you so much. And I go and I start trying to cut a rug as best as I can, or at least enthusiastically as I can pull off.
Oh, with Bandana Jones?
With Bandana Jones.
She's like, "Very well, sir." And you start going to town.
Whoa!
Start going to town on the best polka that I can pull.
You cut a rug.
Yeah, so you two start dancing in the same circle where the small in stature man is still partying down.
Sounds great. Yeah, dancing and everybody, I'm gonna yell over my shoulder, "Oh, come on, everybody! It's a hootenanny! Shouldn't we all be dancing?"
And the little man stops and goes, "Yeah, let's do it! Everybody in! Let's go to town!" Also,
I would like to join the dancing to win the favor of the
desperately
town members.
trying to get.
What does the man or woman look like that I'm looking for, that I was pointed to from Slim Jim?
Oh, it is in fact Bandana Jones.
Oh, Bandana.
Because that's
Excellent.
easy.
Only person who was there who had a name.
So are we next to Bandana
What a
Jones?
coincidence.
You and Robin Renard have reached the edge of the circle crowd, so are you going in to start dancing too?
Yeah, I'm dancing my way to the person who can help me go race.
Yes, I think the circle has broken, and now it is like a whole little mess of dancing.
Yeah.
If you're on the dance floor, you are dancing.
Yes. And the whole world is dancing.
I'm walking, but yes.
Robin's directly not dancing.
RoboCop walking forward with just no.
I'm gonna do one of those like where you're dancing and you're trying to yell to someone who's next to you, like over the music. Hey, are you Bandana?
I am.
Oh my gosh, you sound so fancy! Wow. I heard you know something about a good time.
I know
Stop
lots
dancing now.
of good
Am I still
times and
dancing with
ways.
Bandana?
That's what I was gonna
Jones
say.
then?
She's
like,
doing
while
it like
he's actively
while
having
y'all
a
are
conversation.
dancing. It's the camera kind of from Remy's perspective, and it's like as she moves past you and her head is over your shoulder is when she's talking back to Remy. It's a gentle dance and cinematography. You could watch the movie; it would be
Very
pretty
cinematic.
Okay,
very
you can see it.
cinematic.
Yeah.
The
Eyes
direction
wide
is
shut.
Yes. The whole affair is very cinematic.
Very chef.
You know where I can go to have a good time?
I know where you can go to have a few good times.
Cool. I
good
want to
times.
do a non-sexual one, please.
Non-sexual.
Thank you.
that crosses
Looking
off
for
most
one of the motor vehicle variety.
Why don't you catch me? And then she spins Conrad Hearty around after
Oh.
the dance.
Yeah,
a
she
role
does.
reversal.
How the turntables.
Alrighty.
Yeah, thank you, my dear.
Do you
For spinning me.
thank you, sir?
All right. See you after the dance, and then I'm gonna keep dancing. I'm gonna go back to Slim Jim and get a couple more drinks. I can't.
Slim
Remy
Jim.
McSquemmy is.
Nah.
what did I say? Slim
It's
Jim.
Slim Jim.
Firmly not drunk.
But it's Slim
It is
Jim.
Slim Jim.
I'm gonna go back over to my boy Slimmy.
Slim Bo.
Slimmy
Slimbo.
McJimmy.
I'm calling him
Gotcha.
Slimmy's my nickname for
It's,
him.
it's your special thing.
We have a meaningful relationship now.
It's been
I'm gonna go talk to my boy Slimmy.
Yeah,
The
he's
dance
trying
is
to
over.
scuff out a spot from a glass, and he's like very like intensely staring down at it and like trying to get it.
I'm just gonna ask him for a drink and sit down. I wasn't going over to have a conversation. I was just
Oh.
chilling.
Oh,
Sorry, puts the glass down. Yep, I will get you that drink now.
Thanks, Slimmy. You're a real pal.
No problem. It's never mind. I got you. Who wants to go next? PT Sinclair in the dance floor.
I
in
want
the dance floor.
I want to make a meaningful impression on these people, these good people of the earth.
So
So I'm gonna dance.
How?
you're trying to make an impression with your dance.
I'm going to dance my way into their hearts. Yes.
You're an 85-year-old man.
I mean,
Yes,
look,
art and craft.
think about it though. How hard does an 85-year-old man have to dance, like by young people standards, to impress people? It's
You
not
gotta
that
be-
much.
You got to be like the Six Flags guy. That's the only. That's the only thing I can think
That's
of.
a lot to
Yeah,
ask
that's a lot
of
of dancing.
PT Sinclair.
He was an old guy, and he was able to do that.
If you could pull that dance off, do you try to do the
Yes.
the Six Flags dance?
I think that's directly what I try to do. Yes.
Okay. Do you have dancing skill?
Super no.
Then art/craft starts at 5%.
Wait.
You got this, PT.
I will-
Is there no other option? Is there some charm involved? I'm very good at that.
That would be different, but you're trying to win people through dance, and not only that, but you're trying to accidentally improvise the Six Flags dance, which was an insane marketing ploy.
Before it ever happened. So I'm trying
Before
to
it
invent
happened.
the
Like
Six
70
Flags.
years before it happened.
If you
would this
get
have anything
this-
to do with frontier survival?
No.
Okay.
If you get this, you will get to checkmark dancing, and you could potentially increase your dancing skill. He's going for the roll.
What's the worst that can happen?
He gets a 54. Quite
Spent
off the mark.
49 points to make it a success.
Yes.
Do
So
it.
you're like cutting at a rug. People are not
Chipping away at it.
like nobody's booing you or like offended by what you're doing, but they're certainly
Wow.
not like won over by your insane dance
Just like
skills.
that is an old man who's just like kind of feeling himself.
They're all polite. Everybody's having a good time. Not everybody's dancing great, you know. Like you're just normal dancing.
I'm gonna push it.
Get a push.
Push it!
Okay, can we explain what pushing
Yes.
a roll
So when
is
you
in Call of
push a
Cthulhu?
roll, it means that John now has to explain in which way he's going to try to dance even harder to get to roll again. But now if he fails, instead of things being normal, something bad might and probably will happen to him.
Will happen to him.
I
Are you pushing the
I grab a lady
Oh,
and I'm gonna
of
do a
indeterminate
lift.
age.
I'm gonna do a lift. That's my push.
Ooh.
You're gonna do the lift, okay?
I'm gonna do a lift.
Go for
Okay.
it. Roll it.
Come on.
I swear.
It was worse than the
He-
last time.
He rolled 54 and then he rolled 55.
Which is one
Normally,
worse.
you can use what are called
Hey.
luck points to slightly adjust rolls. In this case, he cannot use luck because he pushed the roll.
Yeah.
I am consistent, if nothing else.
Yes, that was quite
This is
consistent.
true. This is
So-
true.
damn.
P.T. Sinclair goes for the lift. He's lifting the woman up over his head, and then he feels that tightening in the lower back, like the sharp pain, just like it hits, and he goes right down like a sack of potatoes.
What happens to the lady though?
The woman is generally fine.
Oh.
I mean, she falls on the ground. We're gonna roll into this a little bit easy before we start doing full blood
Joanne's-
party.
On P.T. Sinclair and his bag of
No,
bones.
it's generally fine. You drop her, but you threw out your back trying to perform this maneuver. Lose 1d3 health. We don't need to wait for that. You just take it off on your own. How are people feeling about the party? Are we ready to keep partying through an intermission?
I think I have done everything that Conrad's done everything that he needs to do at this party.
If everybody's done with the party,
Yeah, Remy's just gonna keep sipping on drinks.
and then y'all can party the night away, and we can pick it up tomorrow morning.
Really quickly, Conrad like very dramatically kisses the hand of Bandana Jones and like, oh, thank you, my dear. Now that was a dance. I don't know how they do it in the halls of Paris, but I think they couldn't cut a rug the way that you could You could tonight.
No problem, sir. Hit up my shop tomorrow.
Oh, I certainly will. And which shop would that be?
Bandana crystals and orbs.
Oh, I cannot wait
Excellent.
for it.
P.T.
Why, thank you,
Sinclair,
my dear. I will see you tomorrow.
P.T. Sinclair also kisses the hand of the woman he was dancing with.
The woman he dropped
Uh,
with his thrown out back.
there's another man who seems to be someone that she came here with. Just comes and stands over you because you're like your back is bad, dude. You can't you're gonna be fine probably tomorrow, but you are having trouble walking right now.
That's all, folks.
I will.
It's like, boy, if you were 50 years younger, I would knock your fucking lights out.
I love you too, sir.
I will pick up P.T. Sinclair and take him home.
Thank you, Robert.
Cool. So we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back. And I'd say 5 to 15 minutes.
Say five.
Closer to
Five.
five. Probably 5.
Yeah.
Cool. Be right back.
See you in a bit.
And we're back. Just like the dinosaurs.
We're back.
Okay. You gotta have
Taylor
two
peed?
different things
Ta-
that you
I
say.
I'm just gonna call people out right now. Taylor peed, Jorge peed, Brian peed.
And John looks like he has to pee.
No,
John,
I'm
He
good.
does.
John is peeing. He is currently
peed.
I'm good.
I'm done.
I hope everybody had a nice intermission. So the party ends. Everybody had much fun drinking and dancing the night away. Y'all wake up in your hotel rooms the next day.
I don't wake up in Robin Renard's bedroom by mistake. Okay, never mind.
I mean, did you try? If you want, if we can go back to the night.
No. Sometimes things just happen. I just want to know if something did. But if
No,
it didn't, that's fine.
You just
I'll be
follow the
fine.
flow of the night sometimes, you know.
Mhm.
No.
I
No, it
bel-
didn't
I
happen.
believe Robin left a little early to help P.T. Sinclair back to the motel room
Definitely
after
did.
He threw out
So-
his back from trying to lift that lady.
If it's early in the morning, I want to go to the diner to get there by 8 a.m. so I can have my breakfast with Slim Jim.
Yes. Yep. So you are heading off to the diner. I'm going to assume, unless you explicitly say so, that everybody is walking everywhere and nobody is driving anywhere, since it is
Yes.
Small
that
town.
type of
Fair
town.
enough.
Yes. It's like video game small town, you know, where it's you can literally run from one end of the map to the other instead of like real small
Hang on.
town
But,
where
like-
farms are like
Are we
many
talking
miles
about like
away.
Pallet Town?
But,
'Cause
like-
Pallet Town.
Not
I was
that
imagining
small.
like
buildings.
So like
That's
one
Simpsons.
town
three
Simpsons
in
Hit
Red
and
Dead.
Run.
Think about like maybe the size of Saint Denis in Red Dead,
Okay.
right?
I think
Okay.
that,
Which
that
is
leaves us some
Video
wiggle.
game city, but real world actual small town,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Wow, surprisingly close to my father's hometown. Okay, weird. Yep. Oddly
Weird. Well,
specific.
regardless,
Not talking about it. It's fine.
you are heading off to the diner for your breakfast with Slim Jim. What are the rest of you doing as you wake up around the same time, I'm going to say?
Complaining mostly.
Okay, yep. So you
I'm
are...
gonna get
Is it-
PT some more ice, and then I'm going to head into town. Looking for.
Robert!
I'm gonna go to the general store.
Robert!
should note for the audience that PT Sinclair and Robin Renard are a fair deal older than the other two, correct? Robin, I'm
Yes.
not as sure of, but
I'm 50, and he's 85,
I'm quite old.
and they're in their like 20s, I think.
and
Yeah, I'm like 24.
35.
Conrad
35,
Hardy. Yeah,
okay,
I knew
okay.
it. I knew Conrad Hardy had to be exactly 35. There's no other age.
It's the only way for that character to exist is to be 35.
I was
Robert!
23, but I think now I would like to be 24. So I'm going
Yeah,
to be
sure.
24.
You're allowed to have birthday.
So Remy,
I drop one piece of ice under PT Sinclair's shirt front, and then the rest on his back.
Are you going to the store, Robert?
I was thinking about it.
Could you pick me up some appy slices, please?
I'm gonna get you an apple.
I could use an apple is fine. I'd prefer it in slicey form.
I'm sure you would. And I walk out the door.
for
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Remy, for Remy McSquemmy, off camera, you did get to talk to Bandana Jones, and she gave you the information about the teen racing, which happens many nights throughout the week, tonight being one of them.
But like during the nighttime.
Nighttime races.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to go to the front desk to speak to Apple. That's right.
Okay. So
Hungry for
we'll get this straight. Robin Renard is going to the general store to pick up
Correct.
apples for BT Sinclair.
No,
At the
appies.
very
Appy
least.
slices.
Conrad Hardy is going to the diner to have breakfast with Slim Jim. Remy McSquemmy is going to speak to Apple, and PT Sinclair is laying in bed complaining.
For the time being, yes.
Dude, this is not your kid's D&D game. So,
Just a normal day is happening.
let's go in order of what people said. Start with Conrad Hardy.
Okay, so I want to like walk right into the diner. Oh, sorry, I'm Taylor. I'm gonna walk right into the diner. See Slim Jim, walk right up. Oh, hey there, how you doing? Good morning to you. I'm gonna grasp his hand firmly and shake it several times, just to let him know that I'm a man who means business.
He shakes it firmly back and does not back down from what you can see on his face he considers to be somewhat of a challenge.
Oh, that sounds great. Can I get you a cup of coffee there? I see that you may or may not have one before you. If you do have one, can I top it off for you?
You both look at the counter and it goes boop. Like the coffee appears. He's like, "Oh yes, you may top off my coffee."
Oh, thank you so much. Excuse me, miss. I'm terribly sorry to bother you. And I like grab the attention of a waiter.
A waitress comes by.
Okay. I'd like a fabulous cup of coffee for my friend here, whatever he'd like off the menu. And I'd like a corned beef and hash for me. Thank you so much. 2 eggs over easy.
We only have coffee
I would also just like
for
a
drinks.
coffee.
For coffee. You asked what kind of coffee he wants off the menu. We only have coffee.
Oh, no. I was asking him
my
for breakfast. Whatever he'd like. It's on me. Whether
Take
it's
that whole
flapjack-
menu, replace every item with coffee. That's all we got.
Everybody all three of you look at the counter in front of Slim Jim to see if there is already breakfast in front of them, and there's no Bing. So she's like, I will get him what's on the menu then.
Okay, so Slim Jim, yesterday you...
Slim Jim did yesterday tell Conrad Hearty to meet him at this diner this morning. We'll see if Taylor can come back on his own. Let's cut over to Rob and Renard going to the general store.
Okay, I open the general store door. Is it a one boy or is it a little more that I can do something with?
One boy.
It's a one boy?
That's what you said for
call
the first
door when it's one door instead of two
One
doors.
boy. Yeah,
That's what you
the
call
door
a
is
door.
the boy.
That's
what
not
we
what I
call-
call them. That's
in
not
the
what I call them.
business.
A
That's what we
Jorge
call a
original.
A Jorge original or one boys. So
One boy.
First one to
One
say
boy.
calls what type of door it is.
is it a one boy?
Revolving.
Revolving.
Okay. A revolving door
Revolving
for
door.
the general store.
Jorge, you made the rule.
Yep, it's a revolving door now.
Robin does not get stuck in it, though he is afraid that he will.
Yes, I am so sorry. We're just going to step out for 1 second so that Taylor doesn't
Sorry,
miss
guys.
too much, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
And get ourselves a
Yo.
treat.
Do you think you nailed it? Did you fucking nail it?
Did you think?
I think I.
Great job.
Yes.
Well,
Great
it'll be
job.
recorded, so we'll know. So back to then Conrad Hearty.
Oh, okay. So I just asked him
Oh
in
my-
a hush. I asked him in a hushed tone about what he was talking about dispersions on the mare.
Well, first of all, yeah, always keep your voice down.
As I said
About the mare.
before, I had lowered my voice.
Yes, I'm saying in general, but let me finish up my breakfast here, and then why don't we go for a nice walk to remember together?
Oh, that sounds great, bud. And I slap him on the back.
What a reference.
Ooh, okay, yep. Don't exactly know why I'm helping you, but well, okay.
They're gonna go to the border of two states so they can be standing in two places at once.
Shut up.
Okay, back
right
to
now.
Conrad Hearty. No, you're Conrad Hearty. Back to Robin Renard going into
Yeah.
the general store, which we decided was maybe
Has
the
a
world's first revolving door.
I'm sure a nice hotel has one, but it's definitely the first general store revolving door.
Yeah, so this is not a nice glass hotel revolving door. This is like they basically knocked out the wall on one side of a saloon door so that it could revolve all the way around. It is one side of the saloon door situation in a pole in the middle of the doorway so that it can revolve all the way around.
That's incredible.
I guess probably two. It doesn't actually stop air conditioning from getting in and out because one, there is no air conditioning, and two, it's the saloon doors.
Are they like
So they
not stuck like this,
No,
so they just bang into each other all the time like that?
Never
as they're
mind.
going
Yes,
around
that
in
is
a
what they do.
circle?
Yes. It is.
Excellent.
It's just reverse saloon door.
So you just push a
Terrible.
piece of wood out of your way.
Well, it's
to
like
enter
two
the
saloon
building.
doors, but instead of the hinges being on either side of the door frame, the hinges are in the middle.
I force my way through one of the saloon doors.
Yes, you do that, and the other saloon door hits you in the back.
Oh, Jesus. What a fucking place is this? What's the general store look like?
It is, hate to say it, completely standard general store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very much think like the Red Dead Redemption shops where there is like there's the stands in the center where like the fresh produce is set out. There's the shelves on the sides where like more like canned goods and things like that are put.
Okay.
There are some guns lying around, boxes of ammo. There's like the
Loose.
whole
Just
loose things, many things. You would have to roll to even check if your thing is there or not.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up a couple of things I need. I'm gonna pick up some cigarettes. I'm gonna pick up some whiskey. I'm gonna pick up some like canned goods. I'm going to get a bushel of apples. You know, a couple of apples. You know, 5 or 6. I don't know. And then I'm gonna go up to the counter and put them all down there.
Okay, it's like it is one of the overall NPC templates. Overall plaid shirt, And he's like,
Excuse me? How much do I owe you for this? Robin stops for a moment, just blankly staring into the man's eyes, and then pulls out a cigarette and starts lighting it and goes, I'm going to just start flipping dollars out, and you say stop when I have enough, okay? And just one at a time. He puts...
You are, as you're flipping dollars, we switch over to Remy McSquemmy.
Okay, so I was going to the front desk. So am I at the front desk now?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, it's Apple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Apple. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I can see you're
God.
like busy or whatever, right? I just have like 2 questions for you. Do you know anything about like the police here? Like, is there like a sheriff situation? Or are there like a lot of them? Are they like pretty chill? Like, I'm new in town. What's the deal?
Not chill. Bunch of narcs, if you ask me.
Oh, really? That totally sucks, Apple.
Yeah,
Sounds super lame.
I know, totally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, they hang out in like that police station or whatever.
Work at is also another way to say it.
Are there like a lot of them, or just like a couple narcs, or like a bunch of narcs? Like,
I mean, I don't know all of their names, so like at least 3.
Cool. All right, sounds good. Now, is there like a mechanic in town? I know not that many people here have cars, I feel like, but is there somebody who does like repairs of machines and whatnot? You know?
I mean, there was, but I guess he like died or something.
Did anybody take over? Is his stuff like for sale somewhere, or just like sitting well protected behind some locked doors? Or
No, I'm pretty sure the bank owns it, which means like I guess the government owns it or something.
Wow, Apple.
cool. So nowhere. All right, cool. Thanks for your help, Apple. Not gonna lie, this was a mediocre experience. I'll see you later, though. You seem pretty cool. I hate narcs too.
Bye.
And I go
Bye-bye.
into town to wander and look for a machine shop.
Okay. P.T. Sinclair laying in bed.
I am. I would like to take one of my world famous tonics.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
explain what your intention with so that it's clear to everybody else. P.T. Sinclair does not actually know how to make tonics.
Snake oil.
He's a
Snake
snake
oil
oil salesman.
I would like to take a tonic to make my back feel good again.
So you want to roll you'd have to roll an extreme success on your snail
Snail oil.
snake
He's
oil
so cheap,
forgery.
he can't even do snake oil. He does snail oil.
Okay, rolling snake oil forgery. In retrospect, a shit name for a skill. Very hard to say.
Snake oil forgery. Okay, so
Oh
Wow.
my god.
That was a perfect
100.
fumble.
he rolled an exact
a crit
100,
fail,
which in the
yeah,
game
like-
Call of Cthulhu is a full fumble, and it's not even the 1 of D&D because it's 1 out of 100 that he
Yeah,
rolled.
this is
Oh my
100 out of 100,
god.
really.
He'll
So
never walk again.
Not even the apples will save you.
yeah, so you cannot push, or I think you just fumble this one, dude.
I don't think I can do anything.
You
Yeah.
can spend luck to make it not a fumble, I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
even then, like, it's still just a colossal failure.
Yeah, so you drink the tonic, and there's the zoom in on your pupils, and and you watch like the walls of the motel room just start like your bed is like shrinking. It's like the walls are flying off.
I made acid. That's what you're saying.
I can't say for sure what type of day you will have, but it's.
But you're gonna like.
You're
in trouble is a location, and you're in it.
Yes, you're not 100% incapacitated. I would say things are like you can still kind of tell what reality is, but things are wonky.
How's my back feel?
You're not thinking about your back.
Okay, that's good. All right, I get up and I walk around.
Task failed successfully.
I'm gonna go have a night on the town.
I cannot say enough that whatever way that you think you are walking, that is not the way that you are walking.
Yeah,
I'm walking straight out that front door, my friend.
Okay. Back to Conrad Hearty.
So we finished up our breakfast and we're walking now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now that we're nice in the summer air and my voice hasn't been and continues to be lowered, how about you tell me about this mayor?
What would you like to know?
It all. I would, seeing that you had a particular thing that you didn't want to say ahead of time, I would start with that.
Okay. Well, look, I don't want anything to do with it. Just trying to keep you informed. It's, lots of new folk come through. Not a lot of people leave, but not everybody keeps hanging out here, like living it up, if you get what I mean.
And what does that have to do with the mayor?
I feel like it is in your best safety interests if you don't talk negatively about the mayor.
Oh, okay. Well, I certainly understand that. By the way, what is the mayor's name?
The mayor's name? I couldn't actually tell you. They just call him the mayor. I didn't vote for him. He's been here since I got here.
Oh, well, that sounds all right then. Perhaps it's a little bit of time for new blood. How often are the local elections here?
I don't think they have those.
They don't have local elections for a mayor.
I can't say that they do.
Oh, well, that is an interesting thing, and we're going to have to change that. Mr. Slim Jim, Slimbo, as you prefer to be called.
I do prefer to be called.
I do like
You
Slimbo.
seem like a real great guy, and you seem to have a couple of hesitations here about the mayor. Now, this is just between us chaps here, but I think it's time, coming in to the town with some fresh eyes, that we might need to shake things up here. How would you think about that, huh?
I think that I am not against what you were saying, but I also will not be participating.
Oh, that sounds fine. I wouldn't expect you to put yourself out there. No, I would never ask that. That'd be rude of somebody. I'll be the one putting myself out there. But I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And I shake his hand, tap him on the shoulder, and I immediately leave.
Hold up. They say that the mayor is always either at town hall or his manor north of town.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm going to make my way towards
both of them,
town
by
hall.
the way. Lots of people. I've never seen them with guns or anything, but they seem like they like scary folk.
Yeah, no.
Men in
Sorry,
Black,
making
they
my way
call them.
towards town hall.
Oh, Men in Black.
Okay, sir. Bye. Let's cut over to Robin Renard. Who
How many dollars have I put?
You put down. It's not very many at all. But he's like, oh yeah.
Oh.
And he starts pointing over and over again. There's a small slip of paper in your bushel of apples that says 1 bushel of apples, X dollars.
Oh, thank you. I don't like I don't like to read. I can read, I just don't enjoy it. I can tell, yes. You seems how you are. By the way, do you seem like a fellow who knows his way around the town. You manage the general store. Any sort of extracurricular nightlife that kind of lends itself to those who are not faint of heart, if you know what I mean? Maybe a little rough and tumble, something like that. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this because you clearly can write. Why don't you just write down where and when and who I can talk to about this? I hand him a piece of paper.
Yeah, he quickly scribbles down teens be car riding.
Oh, of course. This is where all the teens with the came. That's where everybody. Ah, very good. What was your name, by the way? Excellent. Thank you so much. And I just grab my shit and walk out of there.
How do I spell that?
Haram?
You don't.
I don't know.
You spell it phonetically.
One letter at a time.
He just
Her,
scribbled.
her,
He literally just Jorge literally just scribbled as if he would go
That'll
back to
save
it
it,
later
yeah,
and be
like-
like, That's
all it
yes,
is. He'll
know what
that
it means, I'm sure.
inflection. Got it.
I'll remember.
I bet you he will.
Looks
know
like the scribblings of a madman. I did not come up with any of these characters ahead of hand, so these are you couldn't tell.
Well, this is an entirely improvised show that you all are watching.
You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
So that is Robin. Let's
Yes.
go over to Remy.
Remy is like wandering this town because Apple, the teenage wasteland, is useless. Apparently. And I still don't understand if there's like a mechanic shop or not. So I guess I'm gonna keep wandering around until I see something that looks like a garage, maybe, or like a blacksmith, or like a store that sells machinery of any type. Or just the general store.
You get to an automobile workshop.
Is it open?
The
Automobile workshop.
it is a
Don't whisper like that.
so we're talking the one door with like the garage door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like small town, like, but the garage door is shut.
Oh.
I assume that they had something akin to this in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They had cars, so they had to have a
If they
place
had-
to repair the car.
I didn't know if you like send them back or what.
It definitely had garage style doors.
So then that's
The world has not
Okay,
changed
so
much
the-
since the 1930s.
The
It's actually
garage
just-
then
door
we're all
part
good.
is closed, but is there like a door to a shop?
yes.
Okay, is the shop open?
maybe.
You go and you try the door and it is locked, but you see a man rifling through some papers in there.
I'm gonna do one of these like tip 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 tip. You know, like a quiet knock, like a tip 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 tip.
Yes, he
What
comes
is it?
over and he's a man in a full black suit with like the black fedora.
Is he hot?
You can't see because he's got like a bandana wrapped around most of his face.
Oh.
I'm gonna quietly out of view just put my hand on my side. Totally not my shotgun or anything, just the side of my jacket. And I'm gonna do a little hello.
And he comes and he opens the door and his eyes are two different colors and it kind of looks like the skin right around his eyes might be a little bit burnt, and that's like all that you see of his face. It's like the eyes, and then there's like some sort of cloth wrapping around everything else.
Hey there. I was just looking for a mechanic.
They're gone.
The mechanic is gone?
Yeah, they died.
Is there any way I can buy some parts from here or anybody
No,
else
we're
around?
closed.
Okay. Do you know anybody else in town who maybe has any mechanic experience? I'm pretty good with cars myself. I own my own shop back home, so I didn't know if maybe I could take a look around and see if I can find anything that I need, or no. You seem like you're all right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave now. And I do one of those like, yeah, I'm totally walking slow because I'm very comfortable, and then I kind of look behind me and I do like one of these where I walk really fast.
P.T. Sinclair.
Oh boy.
Back to the
PT's
magical
bogus
mystery
journey, yeah,
tour
like-
here.
I don't know
Fully
where you're
tripping.
going, but as you're walking out the motel, you just see your legs like.
Like doing those like really long
Yeah,
legs.
exactly like that, like the cartoon.
Oh, like the SpongeBob legs.
Like whenever Shaggy casually walks in a haunted mansion or
Yeah.
whatever in Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Who wants to buy some tonics?
He sounds so much younger.
We've got stuff to make your skin look better.
We so keep in mind you can still do whatever you need to. I'm not taking away all of your
Your
consciousness here and your functionality, but we do cut to Apple just staring at you through the window as you're like very haphazardly walking down the street.
I would like to find
Phone a friend.
Who definitely has a plan.
Robin.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
But-
You know that he went to the general store, and you know where the
No.
general store is.
I don't want to find Robert. I want to
No.
find Robin.
It's Remy.
Oh, is Remy Robin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remy is Robin.
You do not know where Remy went.
Has anyone seen Robin? Anyone at all?
Empty parking lot.
Yes, you're in an empty
You,
parking
sir,
lot shouting to
have
no
you
one.
seen my friend Robin?
I am wandering generally back in the direction of the hotel, just as a heads up, because that's where I'm going away from the mechanic shop.
Then let's cut to Conrad Hearty.
Okay. Walking up on town hall.
Oh God.
Yes, so Town Hall is like at the end of one of the main streets in town, and it is like a government looking like one of those white buildings. It's not huge.
Yeah.
It's a small town, but it's
Like
like
faux Grecian style.
yeah, exactly.
Columns.
And there are as you're walking up on it, there's like the steps up to the main doors, and there's two men in black suits with the black fedoras and the cloth wrapped around their faces standing in front of
Sounds
it.
good. Walk right up to one of those men and go, "Oh, hello there, sir. How are you today?"
Turn back.
Oh, certainly I can turn back, but I'm new to town and I need to understand a couple of my civic responsibilities. I'm a little new to town and I didn't see any of the laws posted. So I'd just like to talk to maybe a county clerk or something, just to adjust my address and to see what properties are available here.
Library.
Oh, certainly I can go to the library. Are you sure this isn't kept in the county records office?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I'll make my way to the library then.
Okay.
I'm gonna immediately like walk back
Fucking
to
pushover.
the side of the town hall.
Cool. Robin Renard.
I am storming back to the hotel. So
You probably link up with Remy as she's heading back to the hotel as well.
okay, I'm gonna say I talked. I guess the general store clerk sort of mumbled at me that the kids racing seems to be the only I guess only known sort of bad boys thing in town, or girls, you know, and kind of awkwardly stumbles through that. But that seems to be the place to be. Are you still planning on racing up there tonight?
I'm trying to get my drive on. Only thing is, I went to what seems to be the only mechanic shop in town to boost my engine a little bit, and I'm hearing mixed things from people, but it seems like the owner died and somebody's taken over, and I'm getting a weird feeling about this town because there was some shady characters in there talking about how it was closed, but they just didn't seem like they were telling the truth, so I don't really know what's going on.
Never can trust these fucking people, but
Yeah.
maybe tonight we'll get some answers.
Yeah. Maybe we should swing by that shop before the race later just to see if it's a little deserted.
town.
That's what
As
we
you all are talking and walking, you hear P.T. Sinclair walking very awkwardly.
I've ever been to.
I just stare at him in disbelief.
Who
Is there
wants
anybody else?
gumdrops?
Is there anybody else
They're
around?
floating out of my eyeballs.
No, it is just the three of you.
While I do have a general distaste for PT Sinclair because I'm pretty sure he had something to do with my father's death, I will still run over to him and kind of like do one of like are you okay? Can I help you walk? Are you
I
doing
overheard
okay?
you talking about an auto body shop, and this is advice from me, the world famous PT Sinclair, to you, my friend.
All right.
This is an opportunity for us all. You, I think, are good at fixing things.
Yeah.
Why would you go to a shop when you could create a shop?
Not a bad
It's a
idea.
magical world where all of the things that you do have an effect on what happens tomorrow.
I feel like this is how all bars between friends are started.
That's how all bars are started.
You could be the auto body shop owner. And I hope that I wish nothing but good things and love on you, Robin, my dear friend.
Thank you, PT. I really you don't need to cry. No, it's okay. It's okay. That was a really good idea.
I'm very old.
Oh. That's fair. Can I get you a glass of water?
I would love that.
Okay.
Maybe
let's go to
some
the
apple slices.
Yeah.
Happy slices would be great.
You suddenly violently throw up, and as you're throwing up, you feel all of your delusions leaving with it. And you snap back to reality. All at once. Unlike any other drug.
Just ram on the brake.
Yeah, just
Come down.
hit the wall.
Yeah. You do violently throw up though. But you're all good now.
Hell yeah.
All right, you're going inside right now. And I do the arm over the shoulder thing and fucking move him inside.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cutting to Conrad Hearty.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak myself towards one of the side windows of the town hall and peek in, see what's going on in there.
Do a sneak roll.
Stealth.
Stealth roll.
Oh!
Nice.
Got it.
Success.
You got it.
So you kind of kept an eye on the two men in front when you tried to sneak around the side, and you noticed that they kept looking forward and did not notice you at all as you came up on the side and looked into the window, and you see like the different hallways of the building, and then some offices where nobody is working, like they're empty.
Oh,
there a-
everyone's just lazy.
Oh no, there's nobody.
There-
There's nobody there for the most part.
Is there a back door to town hall?
On your way, as you're passing by, you do see that there are some like guards patrolling, and when you get to the back door, you see that it is all like boarded up. So it was there, but it's like a crudely done, like planks of wood nailed in.
The
Okay.
classic.
I'm gonna roll right up to those planks of woods and give them a quick, like looking out for guards on either side, and like when there's a gap between the crossings, like try to give that one of those boards a quick tug, like a sturdy hard tug.
Yeah, you can feel that they're not budging on their own, but it's clearly the nail that's keeping them in. Like if you were to come use a tool, you'd be able to pry them loose. You get
To the
feeling
general
that
store, then.
Hey, back at PT Sinclair's room, where I assume you all laid him down on his bed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Who is now completely sober, by the way.
Robin is begrudgingly cutting apple slices with his knife.
Happy slices are PT's favorites.
What the hell happened to you?
Robert, I don't ask you what happens in your private life, now do I?
You just asked me to do things in my private life for you.
Yes.
So you know what happens in my private life. So I need to know what happened to you.
I drank some. Look, do you want to run faster? Jump higher? Would you like to cure your ailments in general?
What ailments do you think I have?
What ailments do you have? You have trouble sleeping?
Sometimes.
All right. Do you feel like you're ugly and could
No.
be prettier?
I mean,
Do you not see very well? I can help you.
Robin is slowing down the apple slice cutting as this is happening.
No.
Keep going.
Does Remy have anything to say?
I drank a potion.
That's what
Okay.
I thought. And he
Was
finishes cutting the apple slice.
was it a salve and you thought it was a tonic? Is that the problem? Is that what happened?
It was a tonic that was labeled in progress.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought look, these we go through beta testing, and it takes a long time because I have to get human test subjects, and they're all so worried about their health and well-being when I just want to help further science.
That sounds like a problem, but not one that has to do with me. So I'm instead going to talk to you guys about what I would like to do, which is not talk about your tonics anymore.
I
so
do hope you've taken my advice to heart.
I sure have. In fact, I think that opening a store here / taking over the one that exists is a great idea, but I think I need to do a little bit more background research before I do this, and you, my potential partners. So I think I would like to check out that teen racing gang thingy.
If you show initiative, I will consider investing.
Excellent. That's all I ever didn't ask for.
So
Thank you.
that portion of the gang vaguely agrees to
Go to the
think about starting up the mechanic again.
Yes.
Going to the teen races is the main.
That's
present
really
goal.
the thing we're going
Yeah.
to do.
I would hang out with some teens.
Okay, and I just put an apple slice into his mouth.
Whatever. It's what we all like 85-year-old men, especially priests, say nowadays.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Is that a Fuji?
that scene ends with Robin putting the apple slice into Peter Sinclair's mouth. We see a cut of Conrad Hearty arriving at the general store as he's looking out, thinking about what his next moves are going to be. We cut to the vomit that P.T. Sinclair did in front of the motel, where there are traces of blood for sure and other liquids.
Of
and
course.
we see it start bubbling up, and small little tendrils start to reach out from it and start pulling, moving out. There's definitely something forming in it. We see
Fuck yeah.
the inside of what is
was
clearly
in you.
the mayor's office, the town hall, from what Conrad
Okay.
Hearty had been looking at, and we see the two guards standing outside a more ornate door as there are strange wet sounds happening and bats, those types of bad sounds. And finally we see a car just stall out of gas, and out of it steps what the audience can only assume to be the character that the players were referring to as Baggy, because he has a bag over his head, and
And a bullet wound on his
No.
his shirt is completely stained in blood.
Oh, God.
And he just steps out of the car and looks up at a sign that says 10 miles to Auroraboro.
Oh shit!
And
Why did he get out?
I think that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Woo!
Hey, look at that.
Made it through.
Job.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back here next week at 7 p.m. on Thursday.
7
Same
p.m.
time, same place.
every Thursday. Same time, same place mostly. Unless this
Yes.
thing ends, and then we can be maybe different mixes of together or not.
If you have questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for
Criticism.
for things that you want us to do, you can reach out to us on any of our Instagram pages,
That's true.
Yep, which you will
You'll
see very
them.
soon.
which will be
You'll see them
right
very
up here.
soon.
Yep. So, as for the first time and soon to be always, I've been Jorge, your keeper and host.
I have been and will always be Shannon, and sometimes Remy McSquemmy.
I am Taylor, but more often to be Conrad Hearty.
I'm Brian playing Robin Renard.
I'm John, and PT Sinclair sometimes.
He said doesn't refer.
Okay, have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.